As of right now, today, it is the 17th of August, which means it is A-level results day. So whilst I'm filming this is a huge day for so many people across the country. First of all, if you were one of those people who received their results today on the 17th of August, we congratulate you for basically getting through the whole process, for all your hard work, for getting through the exams and for being here where you are now, because it is, regardless of the results, an exceptional achievement. We do first of all hope that you got what you wanted to achieve. However, in this video, if you didn't quite get the results that you wanted, we're going to run through some alternatives and some different paths that you could go down instead of following that traditional A-level to university route. Just to note before I start talking about the alternatives and the different paths you can go down to achieve a career, we just want to say that the results on that piece of paper do not define you. The world will carry on turning, you will continue to live your life regardless of the grades, the letters on that piece of paper. Genuinely, you will go on to achieve amazing things regardless of those letters and regardless of whether it's what you initially wanted to do, your initial plan. So yeah, please do not work yourself up. And just try and remain calm and level-headed and assess your alternatives if you didn't quite get the grades that you wanted to achieve. There are so many career options, there are so many different paths you can take, and genuinely all is not lost if you are disappointed with your results. But we are here today to help you in deciding what your next steps might be if you can't continue on with your initial plan, which might have been to go from A-levels to university. So if you didn't quite achieve the grades to go and do the traditional route, we're just going to run over some different alternatives to that. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos about careers, A-levels, career options, study tips, things about starting your own businesses, interview hacks, things like that, all about education. If that is of interest to you, please subscribe. The first next steps you could do is simply to just basically have a year out and assess all your options, or maybe even more. You could take a year to go into work, you could do some part-time work, you could work doing some retail work or hospitality work, something like that, or you could travel, take some time out for you. There's genuinely no rush with your next steps. You don't have to go on to kind of the traditional ages that people go and do stuff. It's completely fine to just take a year out and assess your options. Also, you could just earn some money whilst you're doing that. The second option is to just jump straight into a career. So you could simply just start applying for jobs. So you could, for example, start to work in a local supermarket and then developing your career from there. So you could start, for example, on the shop floor and then you could work up to execs, managers, etc. So you could just jump straight into a career. It doesn't have to be a shop, obviously, it could be anything. So yeah, you could just jump straight into work from your A-levels and kind of progress in a career that way. This is actually what I decided to do. You can take a foundation year at a local college. So I did mine, I did an art foundation, so I did a visual communication foundation degree, which was a one-year course at my local college, Warwickshire College, and then I went on to university from there after achieving that. So that's also an option, and I'm sure you could still apply for those now through a local college and get support and career support from your local college themselves. Another option would be to enrol onto a vocational course. A vocational course is a type of qualification that prepares students for more of a trade profession or a skilled profession. It's more focused on practical work rather than more academic subjects such as philosophy, history, maths, things like that. So in the UK, a vocational course will prepare you directly for a specific trade. So for example, jewellery making, metal work, could be things like electrician, plumbing, kind of those kind of tradie jobs. And they are very practical based, so it does mean that you get all that hands-on experience of actually doing things and practicing a skill and a trade. And with those kind of things, you've got a really clear route onto your career. So for example, if you do a vocational qualification in electric installation, you've got a really clear career path onto being an electrician. If you do a vocational course in construction, you've got a very clear career path to that career, so in construction. Plumbing, health and safety, hairdressing, beauty therapy, these are all things that you can do vocational qualifications in. There's such a huge list. I mean, even I've got a list up below you just here. So there's things like gas installation, health and social care, hospitality, logistics, journalism, media and communications, warehousing, manufacturing, food tech. There's so many different options you can do that are all focused on really practical skills and that practical kind of hands-on experience, which if you're interested in a subject like that is more practical, it might be a fantastic option for you. Another option would be to retake your A-levels online via distance learning, which we know a thing or two about. So we actually do provide online A-levels through Open City College, through us, and they are probably our most popular course. So if you didn't quite get the grades that you wanted for your A-levels, you will have still earned some UCAS points, but maybe you didn't earn just quite enough to get into your chosen university. So you can retake your A-levels online, top up those UCAS points, try and achieve a better grade in the subjects that you want to do. And the great thing with online learning is that you can do it from home, online, at your own pace, around current commitments. So whilst you're retaking your A-levels online, you could also get a part-time job, you could travel, you could just take some time out for yourself. So you can do all of that around current commitments and your current lifestyle as well. So you might want to enrol now, and then in 2 years' time you will have achieved better grades, and then you could look at applying to university in a couple of years' time once you've retaken the subjects. If you want any further information about retaking your A-levels via distance learning, please just drop us a comment. We'll be happy to help, and across all our socials, our DMs are always open if you have any questions about how online A-levels work. We also did do a video a few months ago now, probably, about how you do your A-levels online and how the process works, which I'll link below in the caption. So if you want to know more about that, go and check that out in the link below. So A-levels are not actually the only route to get you into university. Shock, I know, I didn't know this until I worked here, but there is an alternative qualification called Access to Higher Education Diplomas. Note that you do have to be 19 years old to do this course, so if you've just done your A-levels and didn't quite get the grades you wanted, you would need to take a year out before you are eligible to do this course. But yes, Access to Higher Education is a 2-year course, and it is equivalent to 3 whole A-levels, which means that you can earn all the UCAS points to get you into university. It is a completely legitimate and accepted qualification by many unis across the UK. In fact, each year around 20,000 Access to HE students do apply for a university degree across the UK each year. You may not have achieved the grades that you wanted to at A-level simply because exams don't suit you. I feel like they're a very high pressure situation. Not everyone's learning style is aligned to remembering information, restoring it and reciting it in kind of a high pressured exam environment. It is a very specific way of learning, and it can be really tough. So that might be the reason that you didn't quite achieve the grades you wanted. So with an Access to Higher Education diploma, the great thing is that it is all coursework based, it's all assignment based, and there are no exams. So across the 2 years, you'll study units, and then you'll submit assignments, and you'll be graded on those assignments, and then you'll earn UCAS points from all that coursework. So this is a great option for people that don't quite suit that exam environment and are looking to get into university a different way to A-levels. Apprenticeships. So apprenticeships might be a better option for you if you didn't quite get the A-levels you wanted. Most level 3 apprenticeships will require A-levels at least a C grade, but there are other levels that will consider accepting lower grades, so you just have to do your research about what kind of level that you could go on to with your current grades. If you completely failed your A-levels, you can apply for level 2 apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are great, they are more practical as well, like vocational qualifications, and the good thing is you also earn a wage whilst you're learning on that course. So you're not getting into university debt, which might suit a lot of people, because I think that's probably one of the main things that puts people off university is the expense of it. Sometimes in apprenticeships they'll even pay for you to do a year or two of your university, so you will also get a bit of university experience. You'll go to lectures and things like that. It just depends on the apprenticeship that you apply for. They're also great because you go straight into a work kind of environment and you go straight into a work team, so it is like you're progressing into a professional environment, a proper job, and you're gaining all of that experience right away. So those are just some of the options that you can look at if you didn't quite achieve the A-level results that you wanted. And remember, just like I said at the start, that piece of paper does not define you. As you can see, there are so many different paths, so many different options. There's so much career support out there. Genuinely, all is not lost if you don't do that traditional route of A-levels, university. Ultimately, you're going to achieve an amazing career and amazing things, and you're going to excel regardless of whatever path you choose, because that path does not suit everyone, and it might be a blessing in disguise that you have gone on to do a different route if you didn't quite get the grades you wanted. So like I said earlier, if you do have any questions specifically about studying your A-levels online, that's what we do, it's what we know a lot about, so please drop us a comment. And we'll get back to you if you have any questions about how it works and the process of enrolling with us. We wish you the best of luck with whatever your next steps are, and we know that you'll go on to achieve great things. So yes, good luck with all your future endeavours, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!